Hallo Freunde, willkommen zurück zu 3 Minutes to Midnight. Jo, wir sind bei dem Stützpunkt, der hier noch ein bisschen anders ausschaut tatsächlich, als wir mit Betty gesehen haben.
Soldiers have guns.
Ja, aber da war schon mehr los.
I do not engage in conversation with unpatriotic birds.
Unglaublich.
Amos, this is stupid. Let us just leave already.
Leave? Can't believe what I'm hearing. The Eliza I know would never give up so easy. Maybe I should reconsider my options for the next election.
Fine. I will speak with the soldier.
Do not touch that, ma'am.
Since you did not understand the first time, let me try this. Bad men. Pew pew. Bad.
What the hell is your problem? Can't you see I'm on break? Stop doing that! I'm warning you. I hate killing before breakfast, but I'll do what I have to do. Okay, that does it. Who do I have to kill to finish my meatballs in peace?
You had better watch your tone, Private. I am Mayor Eliza Barrett.
Congratulations on your success, ma'am. But you could be the Queen of England for all I care.
I can make your life a living hell much more easily than the Queen of England can. Now, I suggest you let me speak to whoever is in charge of this operation.
That's not gonna happen. The General...
Are you aware of my 85-point plan for community-based economic restructuring?
What?
Oh, you are not? Allow me to elaborate then. I intend to amend the zoning regulations by Resolutions 1104-1943 RT, as related to approved uses in Commercial Zone C4 to C252.5. This means we need to cross-reference Statute A11B.5, which governs the use of non-indigenous building materials.
Geil. Ein paar hundert gesetzliche Bestimmungen
And
später.
if you like number 34, just wait until you hear about number 35. It is very complicated, but...
Oh! Just stop, please! You're gonna drive me insane!
Are you sure? 35 is quite interesting. It details financial legislation affecting rodents, raccoons, and other...
Ma'am, the General is not here, and I don't know when he'll be back.
Why did you not tell me that 6 hours ago?
Believe me, I tried. You wouldn't stop talking.
You have made a powerful enemy today, Private. I will go back to my office, grab my book, and by the time I am done, not even your grandmother will...
Eliza! Please excuse her. It's a very stressful time. She's concerned about losing a voter this close to the election. Come on, let's go. There's nothing more we can do here.
Das ist das Zeiggefühl, das zeigt den Arschlochfinger, Alter.
Look, I hate to suggest this, but remember my brother-in-law, the one in the FBI? He's a pain in the neck, but maybe he can dig around and find some info for us. I'll call him when I get back to the station.
Nach einem erfolglosen Besuch auf dem Flugplatz kehren Amos und Eliza zurück.
Look, I know it's scary, but there's not much you can do for Lincoln until he comes out of the coma. Why don't you go back to work? I'm sure the campaign needs your attention.
You know, Amos, you might be right. Work is just what I need to keep my mind off this predicament.
Great, but please don't go just yet. I need moral support for this phone call.
You've reached the best agent the FBI has to offer. What can I do for you tonight?
Hey, Jack, it's Amos.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
Come on, Jack, you know I wouldn't call if it wasn't important.
Listen, Amos, it's late, and I don't want you to think I don't care about you or your problems. But I don't. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna...
Will you listen to me for once in your life, goddammit? Something really serious is going down here. You have to help us.
Get it through your thick skull. Unless it's for a federal crime, it's not my problem. Is this about the federal crime?
No, but the military...
Always a pleasure, Amos. Take care of yourself. Adios.
Are you all right, Amos?
Damn showboating prick. Ugh. Yes, I'm fine. I don't know what else I expected, but he's not going to help unless it's a federal crime.
A federal crime, you say?
Eliza, what are you scheming about?
Oh, never you mind. Just keeping myself occupied, as you said. I will see you later, Amos.
Okay.
With all that has happened today, I nearly forgot to go to the church and check up on Father Jenkins.
Aha. Okay, ja, wenn das so ist, dann gehen wir heute den Vater Jenkins besuchen.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Who are you? And where is Father Jenkins?
The name's Jack Riley. And Father Jenkins is off on a well-earned vacation.
What? Why was I not informed?
You know how long it takes news to get here from Rome.
Jenkins has not taken a single day off since he took his vows. Why would he suddenly do so now?
The boss made him take time off. Between you and me, you do not say no to the big guy in our line of work.
Enough. You are barely credible as a man, let alone a priest. But you know what? I will have Amos sort this out. It is not worth my time.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Aha. Wo bin ich doch gelandet?
Now, that is a much faster way of confirming my suspicions. Where is Father Jenkins, you fraudulent fiend?
Look, the father's getting ready for a one-way trip to paradise. He might even live long enough to unpack his suitcase, provided you cooperate.
Ugh, this is outrageous. Fine. What do you want from me?
Buckle up, sweet cheeks, because we're gonna rob the First National Bank.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Perhaps. Now listen. I have it on good authority that the bank's got a literal fortune hidden in the vault. Over $500,000 in cash. Oh, and the recipe for something called special sauce. Name on that account is Michael Walker.
Why did you not tell me that first? You did not need the subterfuge. I would have signed up in a heartbeat.
Who cares? The point is, $500,000 is just sitting there, waiting to be snatched up. Just focus on doing a clean job. You'll get your cut, don't worry.
Fine, but what about Jenkins?
After I reach my safe house, I'll send you a telegram with his location. You can go get him yourself.
Is there anything we need to get before the operation?
Well, we're gonna need disguises, of course. I also need you to speak with a buddy of mine, name of Harrelson. He's an expert safecracker. Then we gotta find someone who can disable the alarm for us and...
Slow down. It sounds like you are placing a lot of trust in me. And by trust, I mean making me do all your dirty work.
What part of being blackmailed do you not understand, lady? You don't get to choose the terms. You just get to carry them out.
Then I should begin immediately. The sooner I start, the sooner this will be over.
Not so fast. There's one more thing. You gotta make sure the park is empty. No potential witnesses.
And just how do you expect me to accomplish all that?
If you are really as smart as you seem to think you are, you'll find a way.
Mhm.
When you decided to go after Michael's strongbox and come to this town, were you not worried about our sheriff? Amos is a legendary lawman.
Yeah, legendary for being gullible. I mean, the guy believes in the Sasquatch. How could anyone take him seriously? What a joke. Anyway, I've been sending him anonymous reports of weird creatures and mysterious entities for months. I bet he's been pretty distracted lately, hasn't he?
So it was you! You are the one filling his head with inane stories about mobster woodchucks.
Mobster woodchucks? What? No, I just planted fake Sasquatch footprints around the lake. What the hell is a mobster woodchuck?
I would like to know more about you, Mr.
Sure.
Riley.
All you
I
need to
will
know
let it.
right now is how to prepare for the heist. If you do a good job, maybe I'll consider answering more questions.
Mhm.
Since money is clearly what you are after, perhaps you would be willing to consider a different arrangement.
Maybe. What are you offering?
I offer to pay you directly for his rescue, in full, over a series of budget-friendly monthly installments. Let us say at the rate of $10 a month?
Under those conditions, I can't guarantee you'll get them back in one piece. It's money now, or Father Jenkins never.
Damn. You would be surprised how often that works. About the heist,
Mm.
is there anything we need to get before the operation?
Well, I also...
Jeg sad totalt og så væk. Fuck det.
What sort of disguises did you have in mind?
I don't care. As long as we can move in them and they hide our identities, they're fine.
Who is this Harrelson, and how can we find him?
Harrelson's a friend. We're in the same general line of work. Now, we didn't come here together, which must mean he's here to do a job. That's gonna be his first and only priority. So your job is to convince him to take this side gig.
Why can you not just ask him yourself?
Are you kidding? One stranger in a town this size is unusual enough, let alone two. I feel a lot safer hiding in here. I draw less attention that way. Plus, there's a bunch of free booze in the basement.
Well, how am I supposed to even find him?
I've been in here all day, but I saw him having a coffee at the diner this morning. I guess you could try there. Might be hard to talk him into this, though.
Convincing people to do things is my greatest talent. I bet you will even learn a thing or two from me.
Yeah? You're gonna learn to shut up, or do you have more questions?
Hmm.
How do you expect me to disable the alarm?
That's your problem, honey. But you must know everyone in town. I'm sure you'll find someone to help you.
And if I don't?
Father Jenkins bites it.
Hmm.
I can hardly ban tax-paying residents from public spaces. What do you suggest I tell them?
You're the politician. Make some empty promises or threats. As long as no one's there to see the heist go down, I don't care what you do.
We should talk about this later.
All right.
That will be all, Mr. Riley. I must go.
Wait. Before you leave, I have to give you the password.
Password? What password?
You know, a secret code so Harrelson knows who's sending you.
Oh, that kind of password. Well, what is it?
One that you'll easily remember. I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please. Now, get moving. You've got a job to do. And remember, not one word to the fuzz.
I will hold up my end of the bargain, never doubt that. And, Mr. Riley, if anything happens to Father Jenkins, you had better pray to whatever god you believe in. Because nothing in this world or the next will spare you from the wrath of Eliza Barrett.
Schön.
I cannot believe I have to save Jenkins' hide again. Focus, Eliza. Picking up 3 costumes and getting Mr. Riley's friend to help us should not be a problem. Then we have to remove any potential witnesses from the park. That part might prove tricky. And I have no clue how to disable the alarm at the bank. Well, it is going to be a long night. Better get to it.
Na, dann schauen wir mal. So. Kostüme. könnte man Mr. Harris. Wow. Okay. Man kehrt ihm den Moped.
You must be Mr. Harrelson. We have business to discuss.
2 questions, lady. 1, how the hell do you know my name? 2, what could you and I possibly have to talk about?
I suppose I have the same answer for both questions. We have a mutual friend. One Jack Riley, to be precise.
Uh-huh. So what's the password then?
Der Regen ist lang her, aber die Wüste vergisst nicht. Ich möchte ein Zimmer mit Käse mieten, bitte.
I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please.
We have rooms to spare, but no cheese. I can't believe Jack Riley's actually here. Hadn't heard a peep from him since I got out of the joint. What's he cooking up this time?
Let us say he is planning to make an unauthorized withdrawal at the bank.
Huh, what for? There can't be any money in this one-horse town. Besides, I got a job already. But maybe if you did something for me first, I'd feel a little more helpful.
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I've been hired to bring down a certain rhino. I need an M1 Garand rifle for the job, and I ain't got one. You help me with that, and I'll give you and Jack a hand.
You seem to be better suited to procuring illegal munitions than myself. Why ask me?
3 reasons. 1, I don't feel like walking. 2, your dumbass sheriff is already suspicious of me. 3, it always helps to have an extra set of fingerprints on a stolen gun.
Well, Amos has confiscated a large number of hunting rifles. I could check at the police station.
No, if the sheriff sees one of those is missing, he'll suspect something. No cops, is that clear?
Crystal. But where else am I supposed to find your firearm?
I guess you'll have to track down the Desert Viper and make a deal.
Where can I find this Desert Viper you mentioned?
The hell should I know? Do I look like a herpetologist?
This is no time for wordplay, Mr. Harrelson. Tell me what you know.
The Desert Viper is the toughest, meanest, scariest arms dealer on this side of the border.
You mean to tell me I have had an illegal arms dealing operation running under my nose this entire time?
I don't know how to answer that exactly. How long have you lived here?
Almost all my life.
Then yeah.
So, you came to the middle of the American desert to hunt rhinos, did you?
Goddamn right I did. Why do you care?
Für Rhino und Co.
Because
oder
I
was?
imagine it would be quite a difficult task, considering there are no wild rhinoceroses here, or anywhere on the continent for that matter.
Believe me, my information is good. The rhino is here.
Out of curiosity, how did you and Riley meet?
We spent some time together in California.
Really? Where?
California
Alcatraz?
dreaming.
San Quentin?
Chino, actually. We were new meat at the same time. Without Riley, I would have never made it out.
Why exactly were you imprisoned?
I was brought in on charges of murder, armed robbery, counterfeiting, and third-degree puppy punting.
Animal cruelty. Could you sink any lower?
It's not what you think. I was framed by the Chicago Canine Unit. Those bastards busted into my place, beat me to a pulp, and peed all over the carpet. And then, to add insult to injury, they chewed up my best shoes.
Unsettling. But how could that land you in prison?
Oh, they planted a bunch of cocaine in my apartment, and then told the court that I was the one who beat them up. They even showed up to the trial with half their limbs in casts. They look so cute. No jury would have believed my side of the story.
Dirty police dogs. I could never have imagined. So, you are a member of a biker gang. That is a lovely ride you have there, by the way.
We call it a motor club, but yeah. And thanks. Got this beauty from someone in another club.
I was not expecting biker rivalries to be so civil.
It wasn't a gift, lady. More like an involuntary surrender of assets.
Ah, that sounds more like it. Tell me more about your motor club.
They call us the bloodthirsty turtles of furious death.
Have you had many encounters with your rivals?
Hell's Summer Associates? Not since the incident.
By incident, you mean how you were run off the big island with your tails between your legs?
As I said, the incident, yeah.
I am surprised that you never sought revenge.
I don't think any of the old-timers want to open that beef back up. They're all scared of the Hell's Summer Associates leader. Apparently it's a woman, and she goes by the Alligator.
Do you mean the litigator?
Yeah, how'd you know? Holy crap, are you? Damn, the legend herself.
When did you join this motor club of yours?
When I drew my first breath. I was born in the sidecar of my dad's motorcycle while he was trying to outrun the fuzz. See, my dad was running from the cops when he ducked into a bookstore to hide. My mom was shopping there. She took one look at this big, sweaty biker covered in tattoos and breathing hard, and her water broke from sheer terror. We tend to have that effect on people. He grabbed my terrified mother in one arm and the store's cash box in the other, threw them both into a sidecar and hit the road. They were en route to the hospital when Dad swerved to avoid a kid on a bicycle. We hit a wall. Dad and I were okay, but the cash box hit Mom in the head and, well, that was the first time I ended up in the clink.
I must drop by next time I am in Chicago. I would love to see all the mugshots in your family album.
Hey, you laugh, but I looked adorable in those tiny handcuffs.
It must have been hard growing up without a mother.
Kinda. Dad wasn't around much, so I had to do a lot of stuff for myself. Cook, clean, pay the bills, change my diapers.
I wish my offspring were that self-sufficient. I coddle her too much.
Yeah, right. No offense, but you don't really seem like the nurturing type.
Excuse me? I defy you to find even one other mother in this country who did a better job than I...
That was a good one! Whew, these fumes are making me dizzy. Oh, hi, Miss Dixon!
Ever thought about leaving the club?
Nah, they're my family, and you never abandon your family.
I mean, not without a good reason. Your loyalty is admirable, regardless.
Our motto has always been, the only way out is in a body bag.
I do not need any more information about your unwholesome existence.
Aww.
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I need an M1. You help?
So,
We will speak.
Sure thing. I ain't going nowhere.
I fail to see how a plane crash is the mayor's fault.
Oh, really? Ask yourself then. Was there ever a downed plane cluttering up downtown before the Barrett administration?
You seem quite invested in damaging Mayor Barrett's public image. Please, continue.
Such a lovely evening, is it not, Miss Hart?
Well, hello there, Mayor Barrett. Long time no see.
Do you have a problem with the way I manage my town?
You bet I do. The costs Sam will need to face to turn his life around after this incident must be astronomical, and for—
Don't bother. I've got it covered. and I don't want anyone messing it up.
But that's not all. You're leading an unjust crusade against a local business that has stood for generations.
You cannot be serious.
Oh, but I am. Michael Walker has a thriving small business and a great work ethic. And all you ever do is try to sabotage him.
Well, if you are so confident my treatment of Michael is unwarranted, we could always discuss it with him over a plate of his latest creation.
Table for two, then?
Oh, God, no. What about Max's Kamehameha, sponsored by Eliza Barrett? A disgusting display of favoritism. If it was up to me, I'd have that bar shut down lickety-split. What the hell? Was that a coconut?
Yep, and there's more where that one came from.
Perhaps now would be a good time to drop this subject. Would you not agree, Miss Hart?
Uh-huh.
Have I wronged you somehow? Otherwise, I do not understand why you are mounting such a savage campaign against me.
Wronged me? You are such a... Really? You don't understand? I'm your opponent. And any strategist worth their salt knows that the first move in war is to weaken the opposition.
By that statement, I can tell you have a military background.
I was raised in a military household, yes. My father is a high-ranking officer. What of it?
Just trying to place you, that is all. It must have been quite difficult, growing up in such a strict environment.
Oder ist es vom Linkling die
You call these military corners, young lady?
Ich weiß es nicht.
Having a bed is a privilege, and you're not worthy of it. Now drop and give me 50 before you make your bed the right way.
Hello? Miss Hart? Are you listening to me?
No. Why would I listen to you? And shut up! You don't know anything about me!
What is the purpose behind all these baseless accusations you keep spouting?
I demand to be properly compensated for all the pain and suffering you've caused me! I mean the pain and suffering that your plane crash caused in my town. Yeah, that.
Compensation? That is preposterous. I am not listening to this tripe for one more second.
Well, that's your choice. I'll just have to spread the word that a vote for Barrett means endorsing aerial destruction of your town.
As if anyone in their right mind would... Oh, damn it all.
Sie geschickt manipulieren.
Considering the only reason Lincoln was flying that night was because of Mr. Lapidus's absence, who hails from one of the eldest families established in your town, I believe the blame falls entirely on your shoulders.
Nonsense! That absence was due to severe intoxication from eating at a diner in your town. So you, Eliza Barrett, are the only one to blame.
His inability to make sound decisions only strengthens my argument. Regardless, if anybody from my town should take the blame, it would be Michael Walker. He should be the one held responsible for every bad thing that happened last night.
Like hell I am!
Throwing your own citizens under the bus to save your skin. You just strengthened my position.
That will be all for today.
Don't think you can just shoo me away. I'll be back with even more dirt on you. Mark my words.
Whatever you need to give your life meaning.
Ugh.
Okay. Haben wir irgendwas? Schaut, das Tonbandgerät haben wir immer noch.
Good evening, Ms. Peterson.
Sorry, Miss Barrett, but I'm a little bit busy here. American planes are terrible.
What is more important than speaking to me, may I ask?
I apologize, Miss Mayor. My editor is a very strict man, and I must take pictures for him right away. Please, you'll have to wait for the time being.
What could have hit it to cause such divot?
Ms. Peterson, what I have to tell you is of the utmost importance.
Miss Mayer, I promise I will give you my full attention in just a little while. Actually, perhaps another day would be better. It looks like an intentional hit, but was it?
She has made it quite clear that she is too busy to talk. Let us leave it as it is. The airfield will have a lot to answer for. Do not make me look at it. I already know what happened. I am sure Lincoln will be fine. And do not dare jinx it.
Eliza! I was hoping to see you one more time before my bus got here. Now I can say farewell properly.
Farewell? Sam, you cannot possibly leave us for a minor setback.
Well, I wouldn't consider a giant airplane wing a minor setback exactly.
But we can help you rebuild. Or we could even leave the wing stuck in the motel and make it a tourist attraction. You could charge them for admission, photos, souvenirs.
Not this time, Eliza. I've made up my mind. I'm going back to Arizona. It's past time I return to my roots. And besides, I've always wanted to help teach the young. Keep the stories of my childhood alive. I'll leave business management to the new generation.
But why leave in such a rush? Can you not wait until after the election?
That's my Eliza. You always cheer me up. I'm truly going to miss you, friend.
If there is no changing your mind, then let us at least make our final conversation one to remember. I am glad nothing happened to you last night. How did you manage that exactly?
The weirdest thing happened. I woke up in the middle of the night to something tapping on my window.
What was it?
A condor, white as snow, knocking on the glass. We stared into each other's eyes for a moment, and then it told me to follow.
A talking condor, Sam? Have you perhaps spent too much time around my offspring?
You want to hear the story or not? I followed him around until we reached a level crossing, when suddenly I heard an explosion and a loud crash. I turned around just in time to see the plane wings slice my motel in half.
It would seem that bird saved your life, Sam.
Indeed it did. I turned around to express my gratitude, but it had already left.
Yeah, he's departed all right. Snow-dusted chicken wings. Get them while they're hot.
Despite everything, you do not seem that concerned about what happened.
Oh, well, this door-to-door salesman popped in yesterday. Very persuasive. He had me sign one of his insurance packages in 5 seconds flat. Called it the "Whatever happens, we've got you covered" pack. It was for a limited time offer, ending yesterday too. And he even gave me a 50% discount because he liked my nose.
Sam, you know they always use that wording to get you to sign without thinking, right?
Not in this case. Here, take a look.
In the event of a military plane or piece of it falling on your property, L. Hardy's insurance will shoulder all the costs, as well as pay for any damages you may have incurred. Well, I'm amazed at their idiocy, but happy for you, Sam.
Thanks. I'm going to live quite the comfy life thanks to that idiocy.
I hope you know you will always be welcome here, Sam.
You know, Eliza, for all your obvious faults.
Faults? Me? Whatever do you mean?
Where should I begin? You're greedy, arrogant, deceitful?
Well, I cannot argue with those.
Bossy, overly ambitious, dishonest about your feelings?
I thought you said these were faults.
Megalomaniacal, vengeful, and mean.
Well, that did hurt. I certainly hope there is a but coming.
But you are a truly remarkable woman, Eliza.
Oh, hush you. What should we do with the motel?
Oh, I'm sure you have some ideas already.
Wildschutzgebiet, wir können so...
There are several children in town with no homes or families. The motel, once reconstructed, would be a perfect place for them to live.
Eliza, that's a fantastic idea.
What can I say, Sam? I'm not about to let a bunch of orphans ruin my re-election. My offspring is going to miss you very much.
And I'll miss her deeply, especially our intellectual conversations.
You mean when you put wild ideas in her head and then I have to deal with the backlash?
Exactly. By the way, expect to be having a nice conversation about spirit animals any time this week.
What animal should I be expecting her to behave like now?
I just told her it probably would be the dolphin.
Because of her curious and inventive nature?
Yes. Also because of that time I saw her swallow a mackerel whole without even blinking.
Oh Gott.
Will you miss us?
This town will always have a special place in my heart, Eliza. And if I had one regret, it's that I leave with many unanswered questions. Will Amos ever catch the chipmunks? Will Ben ever see a real communist? Who is the real legal owner of the diner?
Apologies. What was that last one?
Have you seen the vermin around that place? They're so big, it makes me wonder if Mike is really the one in charge of that place.
Honestly, with you gone, I do not know how I will manage.
Oh, Eliza, you worry too much. I'll be fine.
Who will help me deal with my offspring now?
Oh, that's what you meant. Well, in that case, let me make a recommendation. The River of Lost Souls.
Sam, drowning her is a little dramatic.
I'm talking about the River of Lost Souls, hot springs resort and spa. They're offering a great package for overworked people, like yourself. They even have a daycare to look after Betty. Because sometimes escape isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.
I appreciate the thought, but perhaps I should just hire a babysitter for her.
Have you asked Amos?
Amos is too busy with that chipmunk case.
Chipmunks? Nah, that's not... Oh no! Did you see that?
See what?
I don't know. It was like some kind of vision.
But what did you see?
Never mind. It was unclear. Difficult to interpret. It's a good thing I'm leaving today.
This has been such a lovely chat, but I suppose we must say goodbye now.
Eliza, before you leave, I don't know if I should tell you this, but I've been having these dreams about you.
Sam, I am flattered, but...
Not that. I'm concerned about your future, Eliza. I feel it is a grim one. In my dream, you have lost everything. Friends, home, your daughter, and even...
Do not say the presidency. Anything but the presidency.
Your life.
Do not scare me like that again, you old rascal.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Eliza. Godspeed, my friend, and may the spirits be kind to you.
Goodbye, Sam.
Okay, gut, Freunde, dann haben wir wieder ein paar interessante Gespräche geführt und ja, unsere Aufgaben abgestaubt, die wir in Zukunft bewältigen müssen. Ich sag's mal so nett. Gut, dann, ja, wenn wir in den nächsten Folgen sehen, wie es weitergeht. Auf jeden Fall sage ich danke fürs Zusehen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.